All right, this is section 7.1, but really an overview of chapter 7. So let's see, chapter 7. So in this case, we're going to do something that's actually quite near and dear to my heart, at least some of it anyway. So we want to look at the quadratic form, ax squared plus 2hxy plus by squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals 0, and try to understand the geometry through eigenvalues. Okay, so we want to understand the geometry through eigenvalues and eigenvectors, but so through eigenvalues. Now earlier at the beginning of chapter 6 as motivation, they used this, and we saw that we could write the initial portion of this as a matrix A, which was AHB, so it's a real symmetric matrix, real valued symmetric matrix, and so we could have this as x y times the AHB times xy, like that. So there's our quadratic form, and that takes care of the A, B, and H. And then, similar to what we had with the what am I thinking of, the fractals and iterated function system, we can also have this affine portion. So I can write this as, say, 2 times the vector gf times xy, like that, and then I'll add a c on the end and make that equal 0. So so here's where the eigenvalue parts come in, and that's the sort of the important aspect of this. And then this part is more of a translation part involved there. So and then C has to do with the size, focus and things like that of the geometry we get. So again, these are going to be conic sections, but in this very general form, they could be all over the place. Originally they were centered at 0, but now with this stuff we can center them somewhere else. And so what we'd like to be able to do is infer the geometry from the algebra. So can I look at this representation and tell you something about the geometry of this figure? And so that's what we're doing in chapter 7, the beginnings of it in 7.1. Lots and lots of just preliminary work to get things set up. And then in 7.2, they talk about an algorithm to just kind of go through and break down this quadratic form so we understand what it has. Okay, so that's what we're doing in chapter 7.